Noah says, "Hi, Afe. I'm about to get my bachelor degree, and I got accepted for the Artside online school for the character art session. And I want to show you my latest work and hear what you think about it. Take a look." So this is Noah Suhak from France. Okay, we got some character stuff right here. I've seen this one before. Is this from a tutorial? Because I've seen this one before, I think. No, oh yeah, I remember you, man. Yeah, I reviewed your portfolio last year, if I'm not mistaken. We were talking about how to match the light a little bit more on some of these pictures. And it seems like you did. Good stuff. Nice. You got good, like good control of your forms. That's great. It's one of those tricky things to learn about. However, one thing that's going to be very important here, Noah, especially if you want to be a character artist, is you need to show the full process. Because right now, this one shows me that you're a really good character sculptor, right? Like if I need a high poly, I know I can call you and you're going to be able to do a great job. Same for this one's right here. Nice. These are some nice mummies. Mummies are really tricky to print because of all of the bandages, but you did a good job, man. I love those. Then this one, Pot Boy. Yeah, it's relatively simple in terms of modeling. So you went from some, like the complexity of your character started going a little bit down over here. And then we have this one, Anya of the Utokai. Nice. Now this is cool because it's a full character. I hope it's a full character. Yeah, there we go. We have the full body right there. Good stuff. The haircuts look quite nice. Haircuts can be tricky, but you did a good job right there. Okay. Nice. Yeah, see, this is something that a lot of people have been asking me about, which is, if I'm a character artist, should I be posting my characters? Yes. Again, nowadays, we have a lot of tools. We have things like Accurig. We have things like Character Creator. We have a lot of things that you can use to properly post your characters and showcase them in a better way. I do feel like the total tries is fine. 150, 15k is fine, but I do feel like the UV sets are a little bit too much, man. A little bit too much. I mean, it's fine because it looks very cool, right? Like you're gonna have a lot of like resolution and variation on your character. But just keep in mind that people are gonna question you and say, "Hey, why do you have this many UVs, right?" Because it's 9 UDEM tiles or 10 UDEM tiles for the whole character. For instance, here the tail, I feel like the tail we could maybe have it straight, have it be completely straight, and then include things like maybe the gloves or the eyes or something, just to pack everything into another map. It's not bad. Again, a lot of people freak out when they see a lot of UDEMs. You need to understand that every project will have different needs. So there might be some projects where having this many UDEMs is fine. But keep in mind that if you don't know how to optimize this into a smaller texture scale, that could be a problem. So it's important that you are also able to show that you can do a character with more constrained resources, okay? The other thing that I noticed on this one is the roughness. Again, the roughness is very similar. Here's a nice little exercise that I like to show for roughness. So if you take your roughness map into Photoshop or anything, and you start sampling the values, I want you guys to look at this little dot right here, which is the value of the current like color, and you can see that most of the elements, most of the values are in the mid-range, or in the mid-range, right? In the middle range right there. So we are like, the lightest value that I see is this one, which is, I don't know, like 60, 65%. And then the darkest one that I see is like this one, that's like 30, 35%, 25%. So since all of these guys are really close to each other, there's nothing interesting to look at. Everything just falls into this like smooth element. Yes, we have this, which is the glass and the eyes, which are very, very shiny, right? But I would expect to see a little bit more variation. Like right now, the suit looks very dry, very rough. And since it looks like a latex suit or some sort of like a protection suit, I would expect it to have it be a little bit more shiny. Same for the crystal. The crystal looks very like non-glossy, and the liquid right there, it's mainly a shading issue at this point, Noah, for this particular character. But this is good. Your anatomy is great. This is awesome. The preparation of the high poly, really good stuff. See, I like this render way more. More dramatic. I prefer dramatic stuff, to be honest. Like, I always go for high elements. Oh, wait a second. Is this not... I thought you were using hair cards. You're using actual action. Interesting. Interesting. That's heavy. That's also heavy. This, guys, this is how a reference board should look. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. Great stuff, Noah. Like, you were asking on your question if you have the level. Yeah, you do have the level. So, keep going, man. keep going.